If a gentleman is a guy wearing a suit with a pocket watch attached to his vest, then you're probably living in the past, because these days it's all about being in touch with what's new. And that notion's not limited to fashion either, as we now have some really cool gadgets to not only elevate your looks, but also make your daily life so much more efficient. So from the super convenient Magneti to the futuristic Creality, here are 12 incredible everyday gadgets for the modern gentleman. Number 12. Norden Mate 2 Plus. Smartwatches are all the rage these days, as they're not only useful for tracking your fitness and notifications, but they also let you stay connected without ever pulling out your phone. One caveat with most smartwatches, however, is the fact that they just don't look that great. And if you're into your watches, there's no way that you'd wear one over an actual classic piece. This smartwatch, though, tries to bridge the gap between the two, bringing all the fancy modern features to a much more traditional and classy design. So you've got your activity tracking, notifications, music control, and all of those things on top of an anti-scratch sapphire glass face, and a stainless steel case. Also, if you're itching for that in-depth fitness experience, then the app's got you covered on that front. Number 11. Groove Silicone Rings. Now, rings are obviously a super important accessory for anyone, and while most guys opt for a plain gold or silver ring, Groove's got a whole other idea about what looks great on you. With their range of silicone rings, they're trying to elevate the fashion game and add some pizzazz to your rings as well. These rings are built to stand out, with their wacky aesthetic designs and a really comfy silicone build. Or alternatively, if you're more of a low-key guy, then they've got some plain rings as well. The point is that at first glance, they look like any other sturdy titanium ring. In reality though, they've got breathable inner grooves that let you go about your day without ever feeling irritated. And yes, you can even wear them to the gym. It's a simple formula really. You let the air in, and you kick the moisture out. Number 10. Extra Parliament Wallet. Okay, if you're serious about your fashion and looking classy, then having a good wallet is very important. Like seriously. While it's tempting, you don't want to carry a wallet with one of those flashy brand names and colored stripes on it. That's a big no-no. Instead, you want something more muted and low-key that's efficient and exudes class. And this Parliament wallet from Exeter perfectly fits the build, as it's sleek and great looking. Oh, and on top of that, it also happens to be a smart with a solar power tracker and a dedicated card button. Also, if you're not into browns or blacks, they've got a pretty wide range of color options to suit your needs as well. Number 9. Groomy Baldy Pro. From the name, Groomy Baldy Pro sounds like something a caveman would say, but in reality, this little gadget is a life changer for all the bald people out there. If you've ever tried shaving your head, you know how much of a hassle it can be, as it's almost impossible to get a super clean and smooth look without external help. This head shaver though is built to give your head an all-in-one treatment. It's got a 10,000 RPM motor that can shave your head in like 3 minutes without leaving any residue. Also, it comes with a pre-shave massager and an exfoliation brush for that extra bit of self-care that your shiny head deserves. In addition to that, you also get a neat little LED display that shows you the shaving time and other details at all times. Plus, if you want to shave stuff other than just your head, then they've got adapters for those as well. Number 8. Legacy Shave. Speaking of shaving stuff, getting that perfect mix of shaving cream on your face is always tricky, especially if you're not great with the razor. Legacy Shave, however, is legacy only in its name, and actually kind of revolutionizes the whole lather experience. In essence, it's just a brush with the shaving cream dispenser inside it. In practice though, it's so much more than that. Not only does it attach directly to the top of your gel can, but it also saves your cream, making it last 4 times longer. Plus, you get a really refreshing and even coat, which results in closer and cleaner shaves. So by combining a can with the brush, you get the best of both worlds. Number 7. Backblade 2.0. If there's one thing that we've learned over the years, it's that something with the version 2.0 is probably a good product. And that's the case with the Backblade 2.0 as well, as it's a lifesaver for anyone with a hairy back. You see, most people just aren't flexible enough to cover their entire backs while shaving, and even if they can, it's almost impossible to see what you're doing. With this nifty little gadget though, you don't have to worry about any of that, as it's got that long curved handle that lets you reach the nooks and crannies of your back. The shaving isn't bad either, thanks to its floaty adjustable blade that sweeps through your back and gives you that clean look without causing any pain or discomfort. Also, even if you're not shaving, this guy is really good at scratching those back itches too. Number 6. Welt. What happens when you infuse wellness into a belt? Well, you get Welt. From the outside, it looks just like your ordinary leather belt, so nothing too fancy. Inside though, it's almost like there's some sorcery going on, as it's able to track your steps and sitting time. And once you're done for the day and ready to take it off, you can check all of those in-depth stats right on your smartphone. Now obviously, smart belts aren't a new idea at all. What's so different about this one, however, is the fact that it looks just as fashionable and classy as any other leather belt you own. Number 5. Pocket 3. If you're someone who likes to work on the move, laptops are the obvious go-to. However, one caveat with them is the fact that they can be kind of bulky and a pain to carry around. But what if you could fit an entire PC right in your pocket? Yep, the Pocket 3 is the stuff of dreams, as it's tiny yet super powerful at the same time. This bad boy's got a whole 11th gen Intel processor in it with 16 gigs of RAM and a full terabyte of storage. The greatest thing about it though is the fact that it's fully modular, meaning you can attach ports and accessories on the go. Plus, the touchscreen swivels around and can be used for creative work as well. And just in case you are wondering, yes, it's powerful enough for some decent gaming too. Number 4. Volt. Now these days, you don't really want to be seen with a butane lighter, because not only are they bad for the environment, but they also look kinda dumb. Volt, on the other hand, has kinda changed the game with its fuel-free lighter that looks like a badass taser. All you do is charge it with a USB, and this guy can light up anything from a candle to a cigarette for well over a week. And the coolest part is that it's got a little Tesla coil thingy on it that ignites the flame. You know, kinda like creating a charged spark. So not only do you look cool, but you also save the environment. Honestly, sounds like a win-win situation to us. Number 3. Magneti. And speaking of win-win situations, it's hard to believe that Magneti is still a relatively new concept because it's life-changing. For real though, we're not joking. It's never a good sight when you've got a flailing tie in the wind. Like, you can go from looking like a dapper dude to a clown literally within seconds. This tie, however, comes with magnets in the head and tail, which keep it aligned and tucked in its place. Plus, it's reversible and one size fits all, so you don't have to worry about adjusting the two ends either. Yeah, I told you, it's a win-win situation. Number 2. DJI Osmo Pocket. DJI are the kings of video stabilization, and you've probably heard of their drones and stuff as well. But honestly, this little guy is probably one of the most impressive gadgets they've made. Yes, it's a simple, portable gimbal camera, but it's so much more than that at the same time. You've got full 4K 60 video capabilities that let you capture everything in stunning detail. And obviously, it still has the same great stabilization. However, the special thing about this thing is the fact that you can even connect your phone or any other accessory to it, leaving you in charge of your films. And if you know what you're doing, then the Osmo Pocket will definitely elevate your movie making skills. Number 1. Creality. This one's probably gonna catch you out of the left field as it's so different from everything we've seen so far. But we just couldn't finish without showing it off, as it's easily the coolest thing you've seen all day. What is it? Well, it's a 3D scanner that throws IR rays on your object and scans it in real time right into your PC. So for instance, if you're a developer and want to put your favorite action figure in your next game, then this guy can scan it with some insane precision. Or if you're into 3D printing, then you can also replicate stuff with the Creality. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. Also, just in case you were wondering, it's also pretty affordable, unlike other scanners. Alright, which of these gadgets did you like the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to TechJoint, and we'll see you in the next one.